crossing over Atterdag Road, previously known as Spring Street. A few notable locations on this road include Solvang Elementary School, Nathaniel Lutheran Church from 1928, and the site of the old Atterdag College. Right here is the oldest of our windmills here in Solvang. That one was built in 1958 for the Danish Inn restaurant, which was the original occupant of this restaurant space right here. Today it's home to the Solvang Brewing Company. Right next door to the ever-popular Apollo's Pancake House is Folsom's Bakery. The last of our oldest bakeries that I'm going to point out here, they've actually been here the longest continuously. Famous, of course, for their Danish butter cookies. That is another place to get a discount with your ticket. Sure, made by a man who's well known for making many of those statues around the world. An exhibit in there in the California Nature Art Museum. Now, if you were to continue down Highway 246 right here, you'd of course end up in our little neighboring town of Buellton. Over there in Buellton, you're going to find some historic land. Home to husband and wife Viggo and Pat Brandt Erickson. Also, I'm not sure if that's the Danish pronunciation of those names, if I'm saying it correctly. Anyway, today, this house is a local history museum. So in there, you're going to find some history of Solvang, Denmark, Vikings, Danish immigration, the works. They also have an art exhibit in that part of the building, as well as a landscaped area out back with a cottage with a... Right here we can see the Danish flag flying above the Viking Inn. Danish flag is actually the oldest used flag design in the world, over 800 years. Now if the style looks familiar, there are actually a few other European countries that have the same flag, just with different colors. Norway has a blue and white cross against a red background, and Sweden has a yellow cross against a blue background. Now, one of the most important events in the history of tourism in Solvang in particular was the publishing of an article in the Saturday Evening Post in 1947 titled Little Denmark. Now Little Denmark spoke so highly of Solvang that it brought massive amounts of visitors to the tiny town. And it was partly with the coming of all those visitors, really, that you begin to see the Danish looks like you'll hear on Solvang's buildings. It was at that point that many of the downtown structures were either built in or converted into an old world Danish style. Now the most